Now, with nationwide campaigns in full swing, Iran is gearing up for Friday's presidential election. More in this report.
Two candidates are out and 6 are still in the race. Unofficial polls show some are neck and neck. That's why so much time is being spent on provincial campaigns. The same polls also show that the number of undecided voters is fairly high, but a few of the people polled have said they won't vote at all. Some of the candidates have been locked in a tight race for weeks. They are engaged in final campaigns, trying to sway undecided voters or to encourage their supporters to get to the polls. Needless to say, all political groups and factions have a high stake in winning the race, the first test of political strength since the parliamentary elections of 2012. The campaign tactics and the razor-thin margins in key provinces are further indications of the closeness of the presidential race. This raises the possibility of the election going to the second round. The official campaign will shut down on Thursday, and a day later, over 50 million voters will decide on the successor to President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Their decision could also change the politics and policies of a sizable and important part of the world, a place that has the 4th largest proven oil reserves and the 2nd largest natural gas reserves in the world. Qamar Nadiri reporting for Press TV.
Well, presidential candidate Mohsen Rezai says it's possible to reduce tensions with the West by finding a diplomatic solution to the ongoing dispute over the country's nuclear energy program.
In
any future talks with the West, we must safeguard our national pride and at the same time open up the path to diplomacy. Sanctions are designed to dent our national pride. Retreat won't safeguard our national pride either. This demands a comprehensive strategy that the next administration has to come up with in the nick of the time.
In a Q&A session on TV, the independent candidate said direct talks with the United States and its allies will go nowhere. He also said resistance is not the way forward. He said it's possible to break up the false unity between Washington and its allies. According to the presidential candidate, Iran should push for dialogue to force the US into retreat from its aggressive position. This way, Iran can show its goodwill to normalize ties with the West and remove further excuses for US-led sanctions. Presidential candidate Saeed Jalili says no administration can succeed on its own without the much-needed cooperation or support of the judiciary and parliament.
One of the arguments these days is that some people want a champion in the election to fix things. Quite the opposite. I think everyone, including the 3 branches of the government, have to work together. Everyone should come to the rescue. It's this kind of attitude and teamwork that can help increase productivity and empower the nation.
In a Q&A session on TV, the principalist candidate said that even if the next chief executive is a perfect candidate with a lot of capabilities, he will not be able to fix the economy on his own. To increase efficiency, he said the next administration has to share ideas, improve interaction with other branches of the government and work together to diagnose and solve problems and to implement change. Iran's former President Mohammad Khatami and the head of the country's Expediency Council, Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani, have endorsed reformist candidate Hassan Rouhani for president. Khatami urged supporters of the reformist camp to choose Rouhani as the president. Hashemi Rafsanjani also thanked former candidate Mohammad Reza Aref for quitting the race in favour of the reformist camp. Earlier, another candidate, Ghulam Ali Haddad Adel, quit the race in favour of the principalist camp. And as always, for more news and updates on Iran's upcoming presidential election, do log on to our website, pressv.com. There you can find a special section devoted to the presidential race. And of course, as always, we'll be covering this year's election news with plenty of facts and figures and useful information about Iran's election process.